What's the check down? Episode 26. What's the check down with Chandler and David? I am Chandler. He is David. Number 26. David, go.
Le'Veon Bell. That's it.
Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Totally thought you were a Giants fan. Must have forgot.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
You missed Daniel Jones or Eli Manning and Saquon Barkley.
Hey, but guess what? I'm exhausted, okay? So you got to let me have this one.
That's fair. Rod Woodson was another one, and Shaquille Griffin for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The other one I got. I only got 4, but...
Why didn't I know Rod Woodson? So for anyone who doesn't know this, I'm a big Madden fan. And my ultimate team right now, my free safety is Rod Woodson. Guy goes hard. Goes hard.
Not hard enough, though, to be remembered by David, so...
Yeah, I guess not, yeah. And I have Saquon as my running back. Crazy.
You are truly the biggest Giants fan that I know. Anyways, packed show today. It's going to be a quick show. We just finished watching Thursday Night Football. Another snoozer. Shocker. Thursday Night Football has been boring 2 weeks in a row.
I've been bamboozled twice in a row now. I thought, it's Justin Fields. He's going to have a good game. Oh, it's Carson Wentz. He's not bad. He throws up some bad balls, but hey, he slings it a little bit. Oh, guess what? Nope, not going to happen. Yeah. What a stupid time to put a game. Have a Friday night game. Why not a Friday night game?
Because
I think that would be better.
High school kids.
Who gives a flying fuck? That would be so much better if you had Friday night games. That'd be way better.
Or what we can do is take the money that we had with Thursday Night Football and then put into Friday Night Football. I feel like watching Arch Manning on Friday night would be a lot better.
Or we could just take the money that Amazon has spent on Friday night or on Thursday night, put it in a pile, light it on fire. It would be way better. Jeff, way better than what we have now.
You know, Jeff Bezos is gonna fire the guy that chose football.
Terrible choice. Fire him right now. It's so bad. It's so bad that I don't know what the name of the girl was. One of the announcers, like the halftime. I forgot her name. She's really good. But they started doing Taylor Swift promo for next week.
Like, come on. Like, Amazon, can we stop promoting random shit during the football game?
It was so funny. Very dystopian, for sure.
Like, what the hell is this? Hey, but you know what? I will say, I already got my play of the week for week 6. Carson Wentz laying the hammer down on Raekwon
I have
Smith.
my play of the week already, too.
What's that?
Same game. It's Justin Fields at the end there, rushing for what, like 50 yards? That was a sick run. I'm surprised he didn't get in. I have a lot to say about the Chicago Bears offense. They lack more imagination than I don't know who, but they lack imagination.
You have the fastest running or quarterback.
You have the fastest quarterback. You have 2 very capable running backs. You have at least 1 good receiver. You have a couple more good receivers you could be utilizing in different ways. Nope, just trying to get vertical, throw the ball downfield, make Justin Fields hold the ball more, get him sacked. Every time Justin Fields falls, I'm ready to call his career because it's that bad.
Yeah, Justin Fields needs to be a little bit quicker in his decision making, though. Like,
I don't know if it's his fault. I honestly don't think it's his fault.
When that guy is open, like it was a play like in the first quarter where they ran like a 13-yard slant and he breaks. The man is on his back hip. Throw the ball then. You're not gonna get a better like half a yard is open in the NFL.
You as a quarterback should know that like you have your reads. He's going through his progressions. Maybe he doesn't see that because his read isn't going to that right away. And for me, and again, he's a young quarterback, so he has to go through those reads. He has to be able to go through the reads, and he can't just predetermine like older quarterback would because they know what the coverage is going to be. But for me, I think that they need to get him plays that are shorter and they need to get rid of the ball quicker because this man is getting hit at an alarming rate.
I agree.
The only other quarterback that's getting hit more than him would probably be Joe Burrow
Or Carson Wentz.
or or Matt Stafford,
Yeah.
which we could get into that. That offensive line is doo doo, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I just this team is that game was just bad. Bad. I thought last week was bad.
terrible.
Honestly, this game was more exciting than last week still because like at least this
Oh,
week
way more exciting.
we're like yeah, these are two crappy teams. Last week was two quarterbacks that were supposed to save a franchise. I agree with you about Justin Fields. They need to give him more opportunity, but I also think Justin Fields needs to kind of turn into he should just go back and just watch Russell Wilson film. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah,
He needs to study
yeah.
young Russell Wilson, watch everything that he did, call up Russell Wilson. Hey, what did you do? Because he really is a more talented physical attribute, Russell Wilson. Deep ball, maybe obviously not as much, but like being able to run around, being able to.
He
I know he
his
has a
only
no.
touchdown.
I know he has a good
His
deep
only
ball.
touchdown today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know he has a good deep ball. I know that, but it might not be on Russell Wilson's like premier top tier level. But he does need to be able to run the ball as much as he can because they like you texted me during the game. They need to do bootlegs. They need to play action. He needs to be running and have the opportunity to have an open field because really it looked like honestly Washington was rushing four and then dropping everyone else into coverage. It's not like he didn't have room to run. It's just for some reason they're trying to make him a pocket quarterback when I'm sorry, he's not a pocket quarterback.
yeah. This is what I mean by imagination. They need to move the protection. If you're not moving the protection for him and you're not moving the receivers towards him, at least for right now, especially because you have two good running backs,
You do.
you move, you play action, you move the protection, you get him on the move. Either he can run the ball, he's a threat to run or throw at that point. The defense is left trying to decide whether they want to let him run or let him throw. That would make things way easier. And I know it's very much easier to say it now and easier to say it from my position, not being a coach and not being in that locker room, not knowing exactly the ins and outs and everything going on. But if I can see it and it's clear as day, the only time they really moved the ball down the field besides the one throw that they threw into the end zone, the one throw that he just hucked up and
Mm-hmm.
like in my opinion, slightly lucky that Pettis caught the ball.
Yeah.
But still a great throw. Still a great throw. Better to be lucky than good at some points. So for me, still a great throw, but very lucky. But the only time they were really moving the ball was when they were running the ball, moving the ball with the run, moving the protection a little bit for just Fields to kind of settle down and see the field a little bit more. And like if they don't move the pocket for him and they make him sit in the pocket, it's not going to go well. And it's going to end up with him getting injured for sure.
Yeah. Like that one tackle, like I told you, he almost broke his leg when
Yeah.
Jonathan Allen tackled his leg. Like you look at Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson. Not all of them, like I'm not saying like Justin Fields is short because he's not like that short.
No, he's not sure. He's like 6'3", I think.
but at the same
He's taller than Russell.
yeah, he is, but at the same time, he has the speed and everything, and he stands up tall. He just needs to be able to get around and actually be able to see the field more. That's their thing. Is like why you have fast receivers. You have like why aren't you running more screens? Why aren't you getting the ball on the outside more? You need to spread out this offense. You need to spread out Justin Fields. You need to use Justin Fields for what he was drafted for, and that's the fact that he can run a 4-4. Like run
You know
Wildcat all
what?
game. You could literally run a Tim Tebow offense all game and do well, truly. Like
You know what? Like even Washington, they were even when they were running the ball, they would move Curtis Samuels from one side to the other. Getting that kind of motion, especially for linebackers and maybe safeties, seeing motion like that starts to throw things off, starts to throw off your count, start to throw off your
reads.
run fits and everything. So for me, if they just start moving people laterally, pre-snap laterally, that takes away a lot of pressure off the running backs, off Justin Fields, because then you things start to move and coverages start to kind of show themselves because you can't stick in one coverage and disguise your coverage if one person is moving side to side. If you know that something is coming the other way, you have to eventually show your hand. And for right now, that offense is stagnant. They they're not creative and they're just bad right now. And I
S-
don't think it's talent. I think it's literally coaching.
So I agree with you. But what if, and this is a huge what if, and this is stuff that will never ever come out, and this is me just saying, what if Justin Fields is not acclimated to the game fast enough yet? What if it's
It's
possible
possible.
that like the moving shift of the offensive line, maybe their offensive line isn't smart enough, maybe Justin Fields isn't able to adjust, maybe because he's having a hard enough time to read as is, not try to read while being on the run, because most like 90% of the time he's probably just gonna tuck it and run anyways. Like once he
Yeah.
gets out of the pocket, he doesn't throw downfield, even when it's a busted play. If you watch it, he's usually just gonna go for the run. It's more of 1, 2, 3 gone. Okay, I'm gonna run the ball. So maybe it's if they just keep doing that, he's never gonna find that open man. They don't have a terrible receiving core. They really don't.
No, they really don't.
They have a great number one who unfortunately couldn't make the game winning catch. Great defense on that play, but
Yeah.
they have a great number
He almost
one.
came down with
He
it.
did. He did. Well, he technically did come down with it. Technically, he
Yeah.
didn't because it was out of bounds.
I don't
But
think he did. But
no,
yeah.
he
I
didn't.
don't think he did. But
but
yeah.
but truly, like they have a great number one receiver. They have a decent tight end with Cole Kmet. But like they just like they have a decent receiving core. They had great running back. Well, good running backs. You need to be able to move outside, and you'll be fine. But what if they can't because of Justin Fields? This is something that'll never come out, and we won't ever hear about it. But what if it is Justin Fields holding the MAC? He has the physical talent. Maybe it's a Kyler Murray thing. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that like I kind of I'm mad that we've even spent this much time talking about the Bears, but I just wanted to point this out because everyone keeps talking about how Justin when I made the like when we were doing the quarterback comparisons and I said that I would take Justin Fields over Daniel Jones, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's crazy. Justin Fields is trash." He's not trash. He's actually going to be a good quarterback. You need to give him time to develop. And you also need to put around him smart coaches.
Yeah.
And right now I don't see that.
Yeah. All right. I want to before we get into the next part because I want to ask this question. I'm going to give you stats for two quarterbacks at this point in their career. I want you to tell me which quarterback you want, okay? Okay. So, quarterback number 1 has thrown for 2400 yards, 24-22. Quarterback number 2 has thrown for 25-49, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback number 1 has a completion percentage of 47.9%. Quarterback 2 has a completion percentage of 58.1%.
Okay.
Quarterback number 1 has 29 total touchdowns rushing and passing. Quarterback number 2 only has 13 touchdowns rushing and throwing. Quarterback number 1 has 9 interceptions. Quarterback number 2 has 14 interceptions. Quarterback number 1 has a 75.3 quarterback rating. Quarterback number 2 has a 73.2 quarterback rating.
Okay.
Okay. Which quarterback would you rather have? Number 1?
Number one.
You just
Yeah.
picked Tim Tebow over Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Yeah, I figured. But whoa. Let's slow
I'm
a
just
little bit.
joking. I just
Let's
want
slow.
to. This is where we talk
Yeah.
about stats. This is where I just like
Yeah.
people
Where
love
stats a
stats and
little
everything.
skewed. Yeah.
I
This
just
is what
love that
I'm
game.
saying. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes we'll say stuff on here, and people will be like, "What are you talking about? Look at the stats. Look at the stats." I'm watching the games. I'm looking at the games, and the feel of the game is a certain way, and the stats don't bear it out. And for me, I'm always gonna go with what I feel. And like I know that's like super what Gen Z like go with your feelings, blah 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 blah, and all that stuff.
How does
But
that
it's
make you
it's true.
feel?
It's true. I've been around the game of football for about 20 years now, close to 20 years, like or I'd say like 17 years now, something around there. But I know a little bit of football, and for me, I've seen good football, I've seen bad football, and if I see that something is good, I'm gonna say it, and if I see that something is bad, I'm gonna say it. So just for everyone out there, stats isn't everything, but for good arguments, sometimes that's due. Oh, blah blah blah, whatever.
You sat behind me for a year, so yeah, you saw bad football.
Oh god, that's rude.
um,
That's very rude.
So we were gonna go into the quarterback ratings that we did the backup quarterback to see the best backup quarterback. Was really fun. People actually enjoyed it. So we're gonna do something
Yeah.
similar. You told me you wanted to do starting running backs, and I said not this week. Screw that. We are doing a different one. We are gonna do
Oh, this is a surprise.
yeah. This is a surprise one. We're gonna do David's most hated NFL franchise.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna go through the divisions just like we did for the quarterbacks, and we're gonna
Okay,
find the most hated franchise by David.
I
Okay,
can already tell you who it is, but
it doesn't matter. Let's
humor
suspense.
me.
Who's
Let's humor us.
suspense? Okay,
Yes, I like it.
so AFC South. Which team do you hate the most? The Houston Texans or the Indianapolis Colts?
Texans,
Okay, the Houston Texans or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Texans,
Houston Texans or the Tennessee Titans?
Texans.
Okay, why?
Hey, strictly because of Deshaun
Okay,
Watson
that's all we
and the
need.
whole
That
and the
that
family. That's all I need to say at this point.
okay. All right. So round number 2, NFC South. The Atlanta Falcons or the Carolina Panthers.
Panthers,
Okay. The New Orleans Saints or the Carolina Panthers.
Panthers,
I'm gonna back this up a little bit quick too. So your most hated franchise in the NFC South. Atlanta Falcons or Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers,
Carolina Panthers or the New Orleans Saints.
Panthers.
The Carolina Panthers or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This one's tough, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Why?
Tom Brady.
Really?
That's Tom Brady easily.
No love for the GOAT.
Love-hate relationship.
Okay, that's fair. We're gonna go AFC South, or sorry, AFC East. Your most hated team in the AFC East: Buffalo Bills or Miami Dolphins.
Oh, Miami.
Okay, good, good. Miami Dolphins or the New York Jets.
Jets.
Okay, the New York Jets or the New England Patriots.
Jets.
Why?
Another New York team. Why would I like them? Fuck
Okay.
them.
Oh, damn. Okay, so we're gonna go round 4, NFC East. Which team do you hate the most in the NFC East?
Oh shit.
Oh God, you're frozen. I have to wait for you. Okay, there you go. All right, which team do you hate the
Yeah,
most in the
I'm
Okay, which team do you hate most in the NFC East? The Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants?
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles?
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys or the Washington Commanders?
Fuck the Cowboys. That's all I need to say.
Why?
Sorry for the cursing, everyone.
I don't
Because
care.
they're the Cowboys. Who?
They're
No, they
America's
suck.
team. They're
They
America's team.
suck. They're the worst.
When was the
And
last
never
time
let
they're
me
the
see this.
America's team?
I mean, yeah, like they're good this year, but they're gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Actually, I have a question
I
for you.
mean, F it up.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Fuck, say what the fuck you with a fucking. Okay, I'm about to cut all that out. But who just beep. I'm gonna put it along beep there. Who's America's team right now?
Right now, honestly, Buffalo Bills.
Yep. Okay, cool. I agree. Buffalo's Bills.
Their fan base is awesome.
Mhm.
They have a great team and they have young players. That's all you need. They're awesome. They're a great team. And Buffalo fans, shout out.
Yeah, I agree there. Which team, which NFL franchise do you hate the most in the AFC North? The Baltimore Ravens or the Cincinnati Bengals?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Bengals or Cleveland Browns?
Cleveland.
What? Cleveland?
Fuck Cleveland.
Okay. Cleveland Browns or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, Cleveland, easily.
Okay. All right. Which NFL franchise do you hate the most? Round 6. NFC North, Chicago Bears, or Detroit Lions?
Bears. It's not even a question.
Chicago Bears or Green Bay Packers?
Fuck Green Bay.
Okay. Green Bay Packers or the Minnesota Vikings?
Green Bay, easily.
Why Green Bay?
Aaron Rodgers. That's all I need to
You
say.
really don't
And
like
Brett Favre.
quarterbacks.
And Brett
Okay,
Favre.
yeah,
And
actually,
Brett
you know
Favre.
what? You know what?
Fuck both of them.
Fuck both of them. I agree with that. I
Yeah.
100% agree with that. I think we should just call the fuck them teams.
Yeah, I got some strong feelings for some of these teams.
I'm glad we did this. You didn't expect it. It's really fun.
No, I really didn't.
Okay. David's most hated franchise, round 7, AFC West. Denver Broncos or Kansas City Chiefs?
This one's tough. I love both franchises. I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Kansas City Chiefs or the Las Vegas Raiders?
Raiders.
Yeah. It's a love-hate relationship with the Raiders. Like I like what the Raiders do
Yeah.
sometimes, but then like they just like, they go way too
They
fast and
cannot
like
catch a break with receivers. They cannot.
it's crazy.
I mean, obviously Devontae stuff is like way less than all the other stuff, but like, damn.
Antonio,
Anyway,
Henry Ruggs. Yeah, we won't get deep
yeah,
into that.
yeah,
Las
yeah.
Vegas Raiders or Los Angeles Chargers?
Chargers, they have no
I
fans.
was gonna say you probably hate the Chargers the most just because like they're annoying.
Like what? It's not even that they have no fans. It's just like, why did you have to move from San Diego? Should have stayed in San Diego. That's where your core fan base was, and then you try to come get the LA like fan base, and it's not gonna work out, unfortunately, because I feel like the Rams kind of have that cornered, whatever cornered means for LA. Like it's just not a sports. Like the Lakers are LA's team,
Yeah.
and they will always be LA's team,
I
and
think
that's it.
I feel like the LA Kings have more fans in the NHL than both the Rams and the
I
Chargers together.
agree. I agree. The Cowboys took over the SoFi Stadium last week. I'm pretty sure, or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm pretty sure they played in LA, and I'm like the Cowboys took it over, and like you could hear teams or the Cowboys fans yelling "Beat LA" the
The
whole time.
Jaguars took it over.
It's unfortunate that they moved from San Diego.
Yeah.
That was when they're at their peak.
Yep. I agree. I agree. I mean, think about it. The Dodgers, obviously, like you're not
Yeah,
NFL.
and
Unfortunately, in
and
football, this is football in general in LA. Like it just doesn't. It's weird. It just
it
doesn't
doesn't work.
work.
I don't think. Yeah,
College
yeah.
football,
It's not.
like yeah, like it's just very.
It's just not a. It's an expensive city, and the tickets are going to be expensive. It like most of the fans are not gonna be like the diehard football fans that actually probably live in that city. It's just that simple. Like it's just not a place where I would want to start a franchise
Yeah,
personally.
but it has to have a team. It didn't need two teams, but
Yeah,
it has
and
to
they
have a
and
team.
and they and I am assuming they do make a lot of money because they
I mean, when
signed a lot of
tickets are
guys.
$1,000 for like,
Yeah,
no,
you're gonna make a lot of money. Yeah,
yeah.
it's simple.
All right, David's most hated franchise, round 8, NFC West: Arizona Cardinals or Los Angeles Rams?
Cards.
Cardinals.
Yeah,
Okay. Arizona Cardinals or San Francisco 49ers?
all cards.
This one's easy. I feel like I know the answer to this one. Arizona Cardinals or Seattle Seahawks?
This one's tough.
Really?
Well, I don't want to piss some certain people off, but yeah, fuck Seahawks. And they have Canadian like a pretty big
They
Canadian fan base,
do.
but still fuck the Seahawks.
Why?
Honestly, I don't know. I did just I want to change my mind, but I just have nothing. You know what? It's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. We're gonna change it right now. Let's do that. Run that last one back, so then we have it like
Okay.
good.
Okay. All right. All right. So Arizona Cardinals or Seattle Seahawks?
Arizona Arizona Cardinals
Why?
because they're so boring.
Yeah.
There's like Arizona's just a boring place. Arizona Cardinals are a boring team. Bleh.
I agree.
They're-
They're just it's like when you see them playing a team, you're like, oh, it's like one of those games. Like I don't know why there's certain teams that play. Like it's like the
I just
Texans.
don't know.
Like it's just like I don't
Yeah,
like even the Jaguars. Like when I don't know why. It could be because I'm a fan, but like I don't know how other fan bases feel. At least when they're playing, it's like it could be interesting. That city's like always like there's something going on. That's crazy or some bull crap. Like
Arizona Cardinals are the um turkey and ham, or sorry, ham and cheese on white bread sandwich of the NFL for me.
yeah, you know what? The Arizona Cardinals are the white turkey, like white meat turkey during Thanksgiving. You have to have it
Uh,
there for some reason, but low
so dry,
key, it's not really
so
good.
dry, so dry. Ugh, yuck.
White meat or dark meat?
Dark meat.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
It,
Ha-
I had a giant turkey leg at Thanksgiving. It
okay,
was,
ham or turkey?
oh, I love ham.
Okay,
I love ham.
savory ham or sweet ham?
Sweet ham.
Okay, all right. Well, I agree with you. Honey baked ham all the way. Sweet ham.
Oh, don't get me started. My
Brown
mouth
sugar
is watering. This
crusted.
is a football podcast. I'm starving now.
I gotta have different content to post. All right, listen. Okay, okay.
Fair enough.
We're gonna go to the final round now. Round number 9. We're gonna go David's most hated teams, or sorry, David's most hated franchise. Round 9, winner round. Houston Texans or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Texans,
Houston Texans or the New York Jets.
Jets.
New York Jets or the Dallas Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys. And it was always gonna be the Cowboys. I don't know who you're gonna put next, but it's gonna be the Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys or Cleveland Browns.
Cowboys.
Fuck both of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, they could both fuck right off, but Cowboys for me.
Okay, we'll just move on anyways. Cleveland Browns or Green Bay Packers? Packers?
Yeah,
Green Bay Packers or the Los Angeles Chargers?
Packers.
Green Bay Packers or Arizona Cardinals?
Packers.
And the most hated franchise in the NFL by David, the Green Bay Packers or the Dallas Cowboys?
Fuck the Cowboys. With 2 middle fingers.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah. Hey, and if you have a problem with it, come see me. I'm just kidding. Don't come see me. Nothing will happen. We'll have a strongly worded debate. That's it.
And at the end of it, you'll understand that fuck the
At the
Cowboys.
at the end of it, we'll shake hands and walk away like men and women.
This is gonna be a lot of editing for me. I'm not gonna lie. There is a lot of curse words I'm about to cut out on this. I don't know how many I'm allowed to post, but this is like way over top too many.
Yeah, we're pushing it for sure.
You know,
I'm
honestly,
so sorry.
I'm gonna post it anyways.
Yeah, who cares? Why not?
All right.
What are they gonna do?
So David's most hated team, most hated franchise in the NFL is the Dallas Cowboys. Close second, Green Bay Packers, and close third, Cleveland Browns. Actually, probably not close, but that's how it is.
They're all in the same cluster.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do more like this, I feel like. Like maybe we'll do one like most hated fan base.
Yeah. It might be the same, honestly.
I don't know. There's some shitty fan bases out there.
Honestly, Philly fans are pretty close.
Or maybe we can do the most culty fan bases.
Oh, I like that. The fan base that's most likely to start a cult.
I like that one. We'll do that. We don't have to do that this week, but that one's a good one. We'll go into talking about teams now and franchises, which goes straight into the most surprising franchises at this point. My most surprising team at this point of the season, in a good way, is definitely the New York Giants. To be 4-1, it's amazing. Congratulations to David and half of the city of New York. The fact that they go for them. I mean, haven't gotten to the tough part of their schedule yet. Truly have not. But
getting there though.
Yeah, sitting in a really good place. Truly. It's a great place to be sitting, and the fact that they're second in their division is even crazier when you think about it. When there's three teams that are four and
Technically
one,
third.
yeah, but whatever, ties don't matter at this point, or like tiebreakers don't matter at this point yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
4-1. We saw the Cowboys. Now the way the Cowboys did it have been surprising, nonetheless. We saw the Eagles being great just because we knew their season was going to be very light and we knew where they're going to be sitting. But the Giants truly have done a great job. They deserve to be a top 5 team statistically, like standings wise so far. Not to say they are. I do think they will fall off to a point, not 100% fall off, but I'm really proud of the Giants, and you should be really happy with your team at this point.
I'm not happy. Job's not done. Like Kobe said, job's not done. I want a
Well,
ring.
listen, okay, before the season falls off and you guys finish 4-13,
First of all, chill out, relax. Don't put that in the air like that. That's crazy.
if
Giants fan, get in this man's DMs.
if me, a random dude in Florida, saying the Giants are gonna go 4-13 was true, they would have
Stop
been
saying it. Stop
0-17.
saying the Jags are gonna go 2 and whatever. I don't know the math. Two and
Probably,
16.
probably 2-15, 17 games, 18 weeks.
Well, you know what? It's a little too late for math, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Who's your most surprising team at this point?
Well, I mean, I was gonna go with the Giants, but no, I'm
No.
gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I think truly, the Buffalo Bills, and I know that like surprising is kind of a is tough to say for a team that we expected to be this good, but I did not expect them to be this good. Like to the point where I'm like, I don't know if KC can beat them. Like right now, I don't think that anyone truly can beat them. And it's funny because I know why
We'll
you're
we'll get
laughing.
yeah.
We'll get to why you're laughing in like 3 seconds, but they are on a roll, and it's not even close right now. And like obviously they have some stuff to tweak, but they are a force, and
Mhm.
it and like more than I thought they would. I thought it would be a little bit closer between them and KC, and KC just does not look that good. Like comparatively to the Bills, KC doesn't
The
look as good.
yeah, the Bills have a complete team.
They
Simple as
do.
that. They have a complete team, offense, defense, special teams. They have it all there. Kansas City just spotty in some places. The Buffalo Bills will still run the ball too, and I don't have as much faith or trust in the Kansas City Chiefs running at this point.
Yeah.
They need a bigger back that they can just put behind Patrick Mahomes and can run. I know they're trying that with I forget number 10's name.
Echo.
Yeah, they're trying to do that with him, but he's just they need a true running back that will get behind them. Like even if they like say just got Adrian Peterson, I know he's retired, half retired, but he still wants to play. Like someone that they can put on 4th and 1, and they need to run straight. They need that. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not that guy, and window dressing
I
can only do so much.
Yeah, that's fair. My response was going to be that they do a lot of stuff that confuses the shit out of people that kind of acts in that way. But yeah, they like in order. I think they're just like one player away from being back to where they were a year ago,
Yeah,
or sorry, not a year of their Super Bowl.
yeah. So when I look at the Chiefs too, and this is the Chiefs are incredible. The Chiefs are a top 3 team in the NFL. They
Yeah,
could be the best team in the NFL with a solid running back. Is what I'm trying to say. Like
yeah,
you say, like they do like I said, they do a lot of window dressing. A Lamborghini and a Toyota Camry will get you from point A to point B. Now, a Lamborghini looks really good when you're doing it, and you might not do a double take on the Toyota Camry, but that Toyota Camry will get to point B and probably use less gas. So
okay.
when we think about this, sometimes you just need a running back that can get 1 yard. There's a place for there's a reason why they're called third down backs, and
Hmm.
that's what they're meant for. And if
I
Kansas
think
City,
I think Isaiah Pacheco can step into that role.
he
He is.
could,
He's shown that he's good enough to do that. I honestly think their offensive line and their run scheme needs a little bit of a tweaking, but otherwise, like they can beat anyone on any day. And I hope they can.
Patrick Mahomes is just too damn good. I think it just comes
Yeah,
down to that. He's just too
yeah.
damn good.
And as far as like separating himself from Josh Allen, I still think he's a better quarterback than Josh Allen,
I'm okay with either
personally.
one. I don't have a
Yeah,
preference.
it's like apples to apples, but I want the Patrick Mahomes apples more than I do Josh Allen's.
Josh, yeah, yeah, I 100%. Josh Allen is in more of a balanced scheme. Um,
Mhm.
they're both better at specific things, so that's really what it is. Who is your most disappointing team so far in the NFL?
Most disappointing team, and I we've already talked about about Denver. We've talked about the Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Packers. How do you let the Giants of all teams beat you on a neutral field? It's not even like the Giants had home field advantage. That was neutral field. That was nobody home field advantage. If anything, the Packers might have had more fans
They
in the
did
stadium.
100%. They did.
Yeah, and how do you let that happen? To me, I think that, and for me, I am picking on the Packers a little bit because again, I hate Aaron Rodgers, and hate is a strong word, but I have hatred for this man. But I do think he's gonna figure it out. Like they eventually will figure it out. I think that their receivers are starting to kind of work their way up. I think that Romeo Dobbs is going to
He's
be
that guy.
eventually a really good receiver. He's a good receiver already. I think that he's kind of ascending. And for me, I would just like to take the chance to pile on the Packers now while I can because I know that eventually they will be a little bit better.
I
But
don't
right now,
know.
I'm very disappointed.
I don't know. I agree. The Packers are very disappointing at this point. Aaron Rodgers is doing something that's just not working. And I know he wants to blame the franchise. He wants to blame the team. He wants to blame young receivers. At the end of the day, I thought your ball was so I thought your ball was so catchable that anyone could catch it. You've done it for so long, and it's his face after every single pass. It looks like he's just blaming someone else. Obviously, I don't know what's going in his head, but the way he looks around, like he looks at Matt LaFleur, like that was your fault for calling that, or why didn't your receiver catch the ball? It's like Aaron, like
Yeah, at some point, accountability is something that is very well respected amongst like most people, and it
yeah.
just doesn't seem like. But again, like Tom Brady does the
I
exact
agree.
same
No, I
thing.
agree with you. I was thinking more of like I agree with you 100%. Tom Brady is very similar to me though. It's like the accountability part isn't always there.
Yeah,
But
and
sometimes you have to yell at your team for them to do well. It's a good balance. You got to be able to walk the walk and talk the talk, right?
yeah, I agree. I
And
think sometimes it does skew a little bit over to like a little bit more they than me,
yeah,
and so that can get problematic, especially when you have young receivers. You don't want to like kind of
discouraged.
demoralize them. I
Yeah,
think yeah, and discourage them. I think you kind of go, oh, that's on me. But then eventually you have to take the kid gloves off and stop pulling your punches and start hitting them and telling them how it is. And I think week the week after or the bye week when they have their bye week, that's when things need to turn around. If things aren't turned around by then, I just don't think it's gonna turn around.
I agree with you. Yeah. You're right. You're right. My thing is you can be like that, but it doesn't have to be in the media all the time. You don't need to
Yeah,
shit on these young guys. Like you can tell them in practice be better, but you don't need to shit on them on like TV or like say like if maybe it's in like a catch the ball like bro, like it's not helping anyone at this point, right? That you're not doing anything to like actually help this player. You're not doing anything to help your team. You're just blaming a 23-year-old kid when you're 35, 36. Like congratulate.
personally, I haven't watched any of his post game stuff, so I don't actually know what he says post game. I just feel like even his body language kind of tells you that
Yeah.
like it just feels like he's like these guys aren't on my level yet, and I just like I don't need to take accountability because it's not me, it's them.
Yeah, do you watch Pat McAfee show?
Oh. Every once in a while,
Do
yeah.
you ever watch Monday Show? I don't even know if he's on it this year, if Aaron Rodgers
I
is
think
on it
it's
every Monday.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever it is, but I don't know if he's on it every single week like he was last year.
Yeah, I watched his. I actually, funny enough, I was watching it like today, and I got bored like about I don't know 3 minutes in. ADHD is a bitch, man. I like sometimes I just like I even our podcast. I like it takes me so long to actually finish an episode, and I'm the one talking, but I'm just like I need to do other things. My brain is just working overtime. So yeah, it's
I
kind of
do a lot
hard.
of working when I'm listening, but regardless, we won't get into that.
Yeah.
My most disappointing team, and it's not necessarily their fault. It's like literally when we talk about the ball bouncing the wrong way or just stupid mistakes, is the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh yeah, they were gonna be mine.
They are just disappointing because I had high expectations with it. Listen, Josh Jacobs is a baller. Screw everyone that said he wasn't. I freaking knew this man could do it, and he's proven it this year. So you can screw off there. But they just bad mistake after bad mistake, beating yourself. Talk about a team beating yourself every single week. The Raiders have done that every single week. Like they could easily be 3-2 right now, easily.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
ball bounced the wrong way, so they're 1-4.
Yeah, but luckily they have their buy early, and so they can fix these things very quickly.
Yeah.
And they're gonna need to fix it very quickly because hey, they could have beat the Chiefs. They easily could have beat the Chiefs. They lost by one.
Yep.
They could have beat the Chiefs last week, and they lost by one.
Yep.
Talk about a team that this is literally the same thing as last year's Minnesota Vikings. Just losing games at the end of the game. If one thing bounces their way, they win the game. They're not a bad team.
No. They do have an easier week. They are on their bye right now. So they're on their bye right now. When they come back, it looks promising. So they have the Texans as the first week out.
Oh, slapped.
They better. If they don't, it's not this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of
If
McDaniel at
Josh
that point.
McDaniels, Josh McDaniels got to go if they don't beat them.
Then they have the Saints, which will be a hard game. It depends on who's playing quarterback for the Saints. They're
It
at the
depends who if Devontae's playing.
yeah. Um yeah, that's true. How long is he gonna be suspended for?
Yeah.
Um they're going to Jacksonville, which is a sneaky game for them.
Yeah.
Honestly thinking about it, the Jaguars should win that game. They match up very well. Um Against the Colts in Vegas, that's a dub. Against the Broncos, that's a dub. Against the Seahawks, that's gonna be a shootout. Take the over on whatever that game is. Um
Mhm.
Against the Chargers in Vegas, that's gonna be a tough one. Against the Rams in LA, they'll have a lot of fans in LA. That's gonna be a home
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And
Patriots,
if LA hasn't figured it out by then, that's a dub for them too.
yep. Against the Patriots, that depends on who the quarterback is for the Patriots. Stop this with the Bailey Zappi right now. He's done well, but like
Tom Brady 2.0. Tom Brady 2.0. I'm calling it right now. I'm just kidding.
let's stop it right now. Like please, like
Someone,
stop it.
someone in my group chat said that to put it in the thing. Said Tom Brady 2.0 question mark. I said, how many runs did Ramondre Stevens have? Because I think it was close to 30.
Like can we just stop with this like quarterback comes in for one game and does so well. Like if it was Bailey Zappi behind Dak Prescott, you wouldn't be saying anything.
You know?
Like it's Cooper Rush, and people are like, yeah, they're winning, but it's not Cooper Rush. Like let's just shut up.
But let's be honest, it's not Cooper Rush.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not Cooper Rush. It's the Dallas Cowboys team. But
It's a Dallas Cowboys defense.
yeah, Raiders play the Steelers. That's a W. 49ers versus the Raiders. That's in the air, and then Chiefs against the Raiders. That's probably a loss.
That's
All
an
right,
L.
it's
That's
in
an L.
Vegas though. But
It's an L.
but
It's
like
still an L for
they
me.
could win at least 6 of those final games and have a respectable record. They can get back to over 500. They just have to steal some games. They just got to play better. They've just been disappointing to this point.
Yep, very disappointing. And I think that it's really hard to start 4-1 and end up in the playoffs. And I don't think they're going to do it this year.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
but the Denver Broncos also aren't doing it either.
That
No
team's not even
shock.
disappointing to me. I'm sorry. I'm not disappointed in
Yeah,
that.
I did. I thought they were going to be bad this year
I didn't think
and
they were gonna be
late
that
and
bad.
win. Well, I thought they were going to be pretty bad because again, after last year and how Russell Wilson played, I did not think he was going to be any better this year.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure we were on a different podcast and they're like, "You're crazy! Like Russell Wilson, the best deep ball in the league." Blah blah
Oh,
blah
we
blah.
were on
This
another
and that.
podcast, and we did feel like Derek Carr was a better quarterback than Russell
Yeah,
Wilson, and
and
people like
so
to shit
far,
on us for some reason that we don't like Russell Wilson. If I had a wall up there that said, you know what, draft we're gonna do most hated players, said that like I
yeah,
don't like Russell Wilson, I can put that up there because I don't think it's fucking Russell Wilson. Like, come on, he had shoulder
yeah,
surgery this week, by the way.
yeah. Like again, and
Why?
oh,
Oh yeah, why
he
are you
now had
even?
shoulder surgery, and now he's like all of a sudden there's an injury. I mean, I'm not gonna say there isn't an injury. I don't know what he's going through, but like, why didn't you do the surgery like at the start of the season?
Why is it so convenient that you're doing bad that you've been playing hurt all year to the point
Mm.
where you're one of the worst quarterbacks in the league statistically?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm
Yeah,
just yeah.
yeah. Best
Let's
bets,
move on.
best bets going into week 6. David, what are your best bets? You can go through all 3. What are your
Oh,
best bets this
brother.
week?
I'm gonna need to scroll through
All right,
my
I'll go through. All right, so
phone.
my best bets this week. I have the Chargers versus the Broncos -4.5, taking the Chargers. I have the Vikings versus the Dolphins to win at -3, and then I have the Seahawks beating the Cardinals at +2.5. I think that the Seahawks are going to win this game against the Cardinals. I don't know why the Cardinals are favored that much. What the hell have they done?
I don't think the Seahawks win this game.
I do. I think Geno Smith is like Geno
You
Smith.
think Gino is the guy? Let
Yeah,
me tell you right now. If there's one thing I've learned this season, Gino is the guy for sure.
his chemistry with DK is better than Russell's ever was.
I couldn't agree more. I don't think you're wrong with that.
Tyler Lockett's playing well as like too. Like this, Seahawks are good. So my best bets are the Chargers, the Vikings, and the Seahawks.
Okay.
You got them.
So for my best bets, I've got the New England. The New England. For my best bets, I've got the Patriots money line. I've got Kansas City at +2.5. I know I'm going off. I'm going a little bit off.
You're so
Uh,
confusing
and
with
I've
me with
got
this.
and I've got the Jaguars on the money line as well. I'll do that again. I'll run that back.
Okay.
For David's best bets this week, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs at +2.5. I've got the New England Patriots to win outright, and I've got the Jaguars to win outright as well.
Perfect. I like your faith in the Jaguars. I'm not betting on the Jaguars again, ever again, ever again, ever again.
They had a bad week. Teams are allowed to have bad weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just if it starts to spiral, then we have a problem. I don't think it will.
Yeah. Can we? I don't know if you've made any bets. Can we do a David's Big Boy Bets of the Week?
Oh, brother, I haven't made any yet.
All
Would you want
right.
to make one live?
I mean, we can if you want to make one right now on the bet. So, or on the fly.
All right, let's hop on. Uh, let's
We'll
let's
hold off
just
on that.
post-
Yeah.
we'll post it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll let you.
I had some for tonight, but they were not good.
What were okay?
Actually,
Did you hit any of them? Like not like if you actually made money, but did you hit any of your over unders? Anything crazy that
here,
like?
let me. I'll read them to you real quick.
Didn't you have a Justin Fields turnover, or is it Carson Wentz turnover?
I had a Justin Fields and Carson Wentz turnover. I'm just pulling up my betting app right now. I missed on the Carson Wentz one. I thought that was a for sure. He's thrown an interception in 3 games this year, 3 out of whatever 5 games. So I thought that was a pretty sure bet.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna do one reaction really quick. So ESPN NFL posted a picture, and it was Bill Barnell's trade proposals. Saquon to Buffalo, The Buffalo Bills receive Saquon Barkley, a 2023 7th-round pick, and New York receive Zach Moss and a 2023 2nd-round pick. David, how would you feel about that if you worked for the Giants or as a Giants fan?
That might be one of the most ludicrous and stupidest bets I've ever heard, or trades I've ever heard in my life. That was so dumb, so bad. It was awful. I saw that at first. I thought it was an actual thing that was happening, and I just about threw my phone at the wall. That's how bad it was. That is one of the dumbest things. How are you gonna? You're 4-1, and you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, let me trade my best player. Let me trade the only guy that's producing points on offense consistently."
Let's
Yeah,
trade the
that's a
best
great
player in the
idea.
NFL this year
That's a great idea. Yeah,
for Zach
that.
Moss.
Oh my god, I almost went over to ESPN and punched whoever Brian, whatever his name is.
Bill's name. I think Saquon's a little bit worth more than a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah, and like the values of what you get back was so bad. Like it was
Zach Moss
just
and a
all bad.
2nd-round pick.
Zach Moss, Zachary Moss, really? That's who you're gonna trade Saquon for. That guy knows nothing about ball.
Damn.
That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah. I just saw on my Instagram Carson dropping the hammer on Raekwon Smith. That was a
There's
block.
absolutely throwing someone.
Like
That's
what?
my throwing. There it is. Mjolnir.
We're gonna end
Lego
the
Mjolnir.
we're gonna end the show right now. Anyways, anything else you want to talk about before we end the show?
Oh yeah, I hit on Brian Robinson, Brian Robinson Jr. over 48 rushing yards. Khalil Herbert over 26 rushing yards. Justin Fields over 13.5 rushing or passing completions. Justin Fields over 1 passing touchdown. Justin Fields over 1 interception, and Carson Wentz under 1.5 passing touchdowns.
What did you miss?
I missed Carson Wentz 20 passing completions, 21 passing completions. David Montgomery 14.5 receiving yards by I think 1 yard. And then I missed JD McKissick 21.5 receiving yards by quite a bit actually.
All right. Well, you win some and you lose some. Don't do too big of a parlay. Sometimes a little bit less.
I mean, that was a $5 bet that was going to return like $2,000. So I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal.
But hey, congratulations! First 3-0 week this week for best bets. It was the easiest week when it come to the bets that you put the bet.
Was it?
I mean, as in like the lowest amount for return.
Yeah.
But you did it. Hey, you did it. So screw me, right? All right, congratulations on that. Anything else you want to finish off with before we head out?
Go Giants.
Go Giants. Good luck, Jaguars.
Go Jags.
Episode 26 in the books, a Saquon Barkley episode, but don't tell David that. He doesn't know who that is. He wants to trade him for Zach Moss.
Yeah, who that?
What's the check down with Chandler and David? I am Chandler. He is David. And for this week and until next week, peace.
Peace.